I believe. Okay, no. Uh, no. No, I said that because you guys cannot be heard. Yep, let's see. Default. Okay, apply. Hey, can you guys say words? I'm pretty sure that's not working. Oh my lord. All right. Oh, don't ever update OBS. Every time you update OBS, it just there is no.
No, I
All
don't.
right. Okay. All right. Cool. I switched the speakers and now it should work. Can you guys say words?
Words now.
Words.
Good.
Does it work?
It's a sick.
No.
Oh, I heard myself.
Okay, perfect. Look how lovely that is. Yay. Hi, everybody. How's it going? How would be? How
Hello.
would
Hello.
Jello.
welcome.
Good evening.
To our beautiful ReRoll podcast, where we discuss D&D stuff and RPG things and what's been going on with us. Tonight's conversation is going to be something that we've been doing for almost 3 years now. The Sacred World campaign has come to an end. We'll still be doing stuff with the Sacred World characters, just the campaign arc has ended.
I'm so sad.
Very sad.
Well, I didn't drop anything. I'm totally picking up right now.
You sounded so far away for a minute. I
Yes.
thought you just ran away from the mic.
No, I dropped something and I had to pick it up.
You running from the truth that our campaign's finally over, Jesus?
Yeah, I'm running from the truth. You know me.
Me
That's
too.
who I am.
Me too. That's why I make sad TikToks.
That's why we haven't made a TikTok in a while. So, who do we have here? Let me look at our chat. So from top to bottom, we have Jeremiah, myself.
Hello.
We have Tabitha, Dickie. We have a Lynn and a Vic.
Present.
So, before we get to the big topic, and just so you guys know, if you guys want to just send in questions or conspiracy theories or whatever, we'll get to all those. Please put them in chat and we'll read them.
Wait, are we gonna have a segment for conspiracy theories?
Towards the end, I have asked the DM anything, so I assume
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be conspiracy theory time because the story is technically not over yet, because a lot of this stuff is going to brush into the Age of Maya and into the Chronicles. So before we go on, hey, how was life, everyone? How is you? How was your day? What did you do? Did you get enough sleep? Are you drinking enough water?
Yes, Tabitha, are you raising your hand? You were raising your hand like you're gonna say
I'm
something.
stretching.
No, excuse me.
I was gonna say, Tabitha, please, since you're raising your hand, why don't you come in front of the class and tell us your story?
I mean, life is life right now.
Life is life.
I know we're getting ready to
We gotta-
start a couple of new games, which is exciting.
New games, new projects, exciting things.
Yeah,
Exciting to get back to other projects as well.
yeah, it's
You may not see me, but I am steepling my fingers very menacingly.
For what, Vic? For what?
Because I get to write more Alistair chapters, and the
Oh.
deeper I get into Alistair, oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I'm sure
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of people.
You brought me from the void. Hello.
Aha!
I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to get deep into Alistair.
A lot of people do, but
Unfortunately,
get that privilege.
Hey, so happy Pride Month to our asexual paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ace boy.
Good ace boy.
Yeah. Oh, good old ace. So, just so you guys are a little bit aware of the other games that we're doing, in Rise of Tiamat, I guess this is probably the shortest synopsis of what's happening currently in the games. We were in Spooky Forest time, and it's Patience lore info. For the Arthurian games, they are currently dealing with the Bagman, and learning that you do not mess with Eldrix entities.
Oh God.
Yeah, they almost one-shotted 2 characters, and they ate every sword within the castle. And then when it was losing the battle, it just drove into a back holding because that's its home.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Wait, are you telling me you threw a bagman at them?
yeah, yeah.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
It's
What?
I mean,
like as soon as the
The
book came
Bagman
out,
was all over TikTok. Let's be
yeah,
honest here.
Bagman.
we all wanted to try the bagman, okay?
Like, I only saw one picture of the Bagman, and I'm like, I'm 100% in. And I did not
Exactly.
know everybody else wanted also to do Bagman stuff. But the cool thing is the Bagman doesn't have any stats, so you get to like
Exactly.
play with that.
You can just have them show up.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Jesus' Bagman turns up in someone else's campaign.
Yeah, that's how the bagman works.
That
He's
is-
just shuffling between realities.
Yeah, that is how that
With
works.
all their shit.
Yeah, with all of their shit.
That's Cole Christmas. Like, ah!
Ah, he's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Culture Cedar. Welcome.
So, as Sacred World has ended, main campaign, I guess we can say. Any thoughts? Anything that you guys want to say before we get into like more specific questions?
I got my happy ending.
Good for you, Cole.
You
Happy
did get-
Pride Month.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
How long? God knows.
He's been. Oh my God, poor. That was a slow burn of the ages.
You know what?
I loved it though. It was good.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't. What I did not want is that to be forced because of like,
Yeah.
like what everybody else has already been drawing. Like,
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm
you
glad-
guys let it happen organically and in the best way.
I
It's so-
said that when I first joined. I was like, yeah, in like another universe they're a thing, but if it doesn't happen here, I'm fine with that. Like, but I did not want it to be like forced by any means.
Yeah, I'm glad that that's how it went down. I really am. But I guess I have a thought. So
What's your thought?
ending situation. Because of what happened to Dis, and you like, I was too late to be there to help
Yeah.
them. That helped push along the let's go take care of this now. And to be honest, there's been many nights where I come home at like 2 a.m. after editing the video, and I'm like, Cindy. Every time I come, she's like, "Tell me what happened to the game," and then she immediately goes back to sleep. But there's been so many nights where I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna be able to do this. Ragnar is cursed. They're running out of spells. They don't have the temple scroll. The original thought was you guys would have faced Jamal on its own and then go further and further down, and you solved every single puzzle beautifully, but if you were to step on the wrong tiles, like if you were to step on any of the words of magic, like necromancy, a very powerful necromantic spell would have been casted, or transmutation spells. Like, you could have been disintegrated, you could have been turned to sheep, you could have been blasted to a different dimension. Like,
Oh, no.
there was a lot of potential ouchies. Like, the easiest thing is
What?
you take 2d10
What?
poison damage is like the least of your concerns, or you take 1 point of exhaustion if you stepped on the magic.
I'm still stuck on the sheep part. Sorry.
Yeah, you could have been turned into a sheep and then
Oh,
figure
my
that
God.
out. You're a sheep now.
I need to draw sheep.
Sheep,
Sheep.
like bah,
Yeah,
Yeah, like Matt.
that would have been one of the
like what does
consequences.
this boom bah?
Yeah, and you
Exploding
used to
sheep.
not fight the tomb hoarder, and I modified him a little bit to also be able to eat magical items.
Oh my God.
So
That would have sucked.
yeah, like you had the entire deck stacked against you, and y'all came out on top, which was amazing. Like those nat 20s, that polymorph, Like that was pretty good because you guys weren't doing so well. And to be honest, the only one who was bloodied or got bloodied the entire match was Geico, the Lady of Silk and String. Like she's the only one that died actually because of combat.
Goddamn.
The
He's doing great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Lynn, I will put you on a shelf.
Druidosaurus. Oh, my temporary HP is my entire HP again.
Thank you, Cole, for healing me for the 3 HP that I needed.
That really cinched their romance, huh? That 3 HP.
God.
And the battle as well, I think it was Oleg and me and Ragnar basically that went bloodied and then got healed basically, so we were fine.
Yeah, Ariel also went bloodied a couple of times, but he kept healing
Oh,
himself.
Okay.
I think Cole.
I'm sorry I went into timeout, guys.
Yeah.
One of our face tanks just time out.
Yeah, that's also of a thing. So like you guys did very very well. I was.
I still need to play lottery numbers.
Yeah. You.
Why
should.
haven't you?
You really should.
Why haven't you?
Buy us a new studio.
Buy us each a ticket, please. And then pick our numbers.
Right,
Or better yet, roll your dice and pick those numbers with your dice.
Exactly. That's what you should do. So, what was y'all's favorite moment of the campaign?
Like
Overall.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just
The whole
pick
campaign?
one.
Shit.
I know that's 3 years worth of stuff. Pick one.
To be honest with me,
The fucking mushroom cave.
The mushroom cave.
Yeah, Mushroom Cave was really good. That was actually really really good.
I actually
No,
actively
you
go
mentioned
back to rewatch that episode all the time. It's so
But
funny.
also, something that wasn't streamed at all is just when we first met. Basically, I kind of like that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's just also just a funny moment. It was like, hey, I want to make friends with that elephant lady. Hey
There's a
DM,
cabin.
is there a vegetable in the back that I can steal? Not 20.
And the best part was I think you were technically drunk. Was the best part.
Yes, you were drunk on wine.
You were drunk and you just kind of like put your arms up and you just slithered right out of your chair and all of a sudden you were gone. And we're like, oh fuck.
Yep.
There he goes.
Oh god.
That was basically session 0.
Yeah, that was
of the
session
campaign.
0.
It was
was a
Oria
good
West
session.
and Carabao basically meeting each other.
I think it's a moment that I like to go back to because I just thought it was really freaking funny. Was when we were in Karimaga and it was when everybody was leaving the underground fighting ring
Oh.
that Wes was in, and it was like, oh shit, the town guard's here. What do we do? Carabao, I got an idea. I'm gonna just have a naked T just run across.
And I love how the guard's reaction was, God damn it, not again.
Yeah, as soon as that happened, I'm like, wait a minute,
forgot
this
about
is
that.
T the Wise.
Oh, that's
This
so
should have
good.
happened in the past. All right, let's roll with
I
this.
forgot about
Oh
that.
man. There's so
I
many
got
good.
one.
Yes.
I got one. When I first joined in Vic's face,
Oh,
as I
Yeah, the big
Oh.
reveal, the
Yeah.
surprise.
I still can't believe that.
I love how when like, wait a minute, a green stag, like yeah,
I was like,
I like
yeah.
Beast Boy. Beast Boy is like one of my favorite characters in Teen Titans.
I remember after that game too, Vic was like, looks at me and I'm like, I don't know shit. I don't know why you looking at me.
I was like, my entire like for an entire week, my face was just like the doubt meme. I'm just like, what is happening here?
really like DruidCon too.
DruidCon was fun.
That was really funny, yeah.
DruidCon was a lot of fun.
Another one I liked was when Cole first showed up as a NPC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And waiting for and people not realizing until
No, my favorite part was Cole showing up as an NPC, and then we all just like immediately go and interrogate this guy Like, we don't know his fucking name or nothing.
You never asked his name.
Never asked his name. We're like, hey, this funky little teepee right here. We gotta go bother him. When we went to go bother him in his hotel room, and he's like, hello? He's like, all right, well, I'm gonna do a thing, and then he like pulls out the candle that does the zone of truth, and he fucking fails his own save.
And then from
Later-
every time that Cabby that you were doing Zone of Truth, you
Every
always
time I
failed your
did
save.
Zone of Truth,
So
I'm
fucking
failing.
good. So fucking good.
I'm like, oh my god.
Whoopsies. I love
That's just a running gag by this point.
Yep.
I love
Absolutely.
how that session was.
See, now I have to.
Mhm.
Now I have to bring Cole into my game as a cameo and have him do the same thing and see if he fails.
It's
Oh my
really
God.
low DC. The candles were DC
I know.
13.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, when it's with the candle, yeah, but when it comes to his own spell save DC, it's
But it's
I love
just a spell.
I love Cole very much.
Cole's a good chihuahua to have in the group.
He was a oh my
a good
god.
chihuahua.
Okay, but like Cole has been like ever since Cole was introduced, he had become such a clutch character.
Yeah, there's been so many
Like
clutch
we would
times.
fucking die. We would have died without Cole. Like I don't know how you did it with your 9 strength, but you literally carried the team.
My 9 strength.
Oh my goodness.
Except for the one time when I decided, you know what, we're gonna be another favorite moment, even though I almost died doing it. Hey, we're surrounded by all these Goliaths. I'm gonna just roll a guiding
Yes.
bolt.
Good
No,
tank one.
not a guiding bolt. It was
inflict
inflict wounds, and hey, I'm gonna bitch at them infernal for flavor.
So here's the thing on why that one Goliath committed seppuku, and some were mad at you, Cole. Some of those Goliaths did worship Asmodeus because they were aligned with the Doomwalker.
Oh fuck!
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
So
You know, well
that's
that
why
makes sense actually.
Yeah. We have
Wow.
we have a thingy in chat if someone wants.
Oh,
to
what's
read
it
it.
say? Oh yeah, I can read it. Let's see. What was your favorite part of the campaign? That one time, from Cold Crusader, that one time Wes nearly died and woke up out of a sleep. And I woke up out of my sleep to make a Raging West art. Yeah, that was good. Oh my god, Wes dying. Wes, like, dying.
Yeah, that's
Like, that wasn't a, oh, you're down, make some death saves. No, you failed all your death saves. You're dead.
yeah.
Oh, bro.
What?
I said, welcome to the club.
Yep. Oh boy. Favorite moment. I gotta think of my own favorite moments for this campaign. I mean, that's probably one of them, because that was a really good moment. That was a spooky moment.
Yeah. Spooky.
Cole calling on his dad to make sure his boyfriend doesn't die.
Yes.
The fucking intellect devours. Oh god.
Yeah, that
I
was
like
supposed
that.
to be so deadly, and it turned horrible fast.
Oh, that
We got the thing we needed.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
That
you
At
did.
also
what
one
cost,
thing-
Hattie? At what cost?
He's fine.
So, do you guys want to know how to solve that riddle or that puzzle?
Yes,
really easily?
please. It's gonna bother me.
Oh,
it still
God.
was bothering
There was
me.
a button that says release and a button that says freeze. If two of you would have gone down at the same time, one pressed to freeze. Anytime that anything would have happened, you would have had a safety net. Release them, grab the one that's not moving, and then freeze them. And then just come up to the second floor with the one that you needed.
So did you have to jump on the stones to?
You just had to touch the stone.
I mean,
Oh
that's
my
what we were
Ah.
kind of.
You were getting there.
We were about to do
Yes.
that, and then he's like,
And then
"Hey,
just-
let's
And then
attack it."
let's go.
Impatient, he's like, F it. So he just reached and grabbed it.
Yeah. Which is fine. It's just the frozen one was never touched, so unfortunately they were never frozen. Oh, but yeah, no, like if you would not have revived Addie, that intelligent devourer would have taken Addie's personality, and you guys, I would have had to message Lynn and been like, roleplay like nothing has ever changed, but you're not you anymore. That thing invaded your body.
That would have been sick. I'm also still mad about the were-tiger.
Leave me alone!
Lynn,
Leave me alone!
I didn't know Lynn was so gung-ho about Addie being a furry.
No, Cole would have been a furry, thank you.
Look, I want you to know that I specifically purchased the Grim Hollow book so I can have cool things that happen with the were-tiger transformation. And then as soon as the book arrives, which is a great book, and I highly recommend anyone that wants to do liches or lycanthropy or mummies or anything that, like, you're cursed to become this thing. Like, anything of that. Great book. I purchased it so I can have canon things to do and it'd be great. And then the next day, as soon as it arrived, you just removed the curse.
He was mad because he thought nothing was wrong.
Hey, Jesus.
Yeah, what up?
Thank you for purchasing that book, because I might need it for my next character.
No problem. I will, oh, wait. Oh, that's good. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God. Yeah, Cole is a chihuahua in the sense of being so fucking nervous.
Yeah.
He's constantly, every time you stare at him, he's just, like, shaking for some reason.
It's the trauma.
It's the drama.
Oh, goodness.
I think that for me, because this is one of the, which I don't understand how this happened every single time. So the Beholder, Exodus, was supposed to be pretty much just exposition. You were never really intended to fight it. But anytime you were ever in its lair and you were close enough to, like, get something, it was supposed to be lore drop. But I don't fucking get why every single room with, like, good lore drop that will answer your questions, you guys just were like, no, not that one. I'm not even going to open that door. And so you missed a lot of information.
Oh, no!
And because it kept going, it kept becoming a bigger and bigger and bigger thing. I was like, all right, cool, let's add on to this Beholder that was only supposed to, like, be paranoid. And the whole reason why the Beholder was there was because of its alien intelligence, it's kind of reading some of the things that are happening. I'm going to go back to, he planned this every step of the way. So this Beholder was like, I'm seeing patterns where there shouldn't be, and I know I'm not crazy. And there was it was the biggest conspiracy theory that the Beholder had. So he had all these scrying locations everywhere, especially in Absalom, everywhere that the hags will go to. And the Beholder was supposed to be like, oh, this is the next clue. But you guys never, like, really came across that, and it was just, let's fight this thing, or let's fight its spellbook. And it just...
What?
It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Also, the fact that we kept having a lot of players come in and change, and, like, the story had to change a lot, unfortunately, because it's like, the fate of the world depends on you. And then that individual says, I can't be part of the campaign anymore. Oh, cool. Because the fate of the world depends on you, and you're not here, and this isn't a book.
Yep.
So, like, that whole stuff. But, and then, and because of, like, all right, you guys have a lot of exposition, you guys have a lot of stuff, and here's the big thing now that it's like, let's talk about the campaign. The King Aboleth that you guys mentioned that led you to where the Beholder's little demi-plane is. Or it can hide away from its death curse that it unleashed. It's still a thing you guys need to fix. It said one thing to you that I'm like, this is going to be very important. I really hope that you, like, I can't give you the quote, but, like, this is going to be really important. If you remember it, really cool. Which is, there is one collective that is controlling everything. That's Daddy.
That's what?
That was Daddy. Asmodeus.
I assumed that. Because I did go back and I rewatched that video, and I'm like, oh.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
I do have a question, because I don't know if this is a thing that'll ever be addressed in the Chronicles or not, but after everything that happened, Cole doesn't want to step foot back in the damn library. Because it was a DC that we did not, everybody walked in the room pretty much at the same time, so the names were kept writing, and then the page flipped, and I don't think Cole didn't make the DC to read the name.
Yeah.
Who was on there before everybody?
That was gonna be Mag's actual name.
Oh.
Okay.
Vic's like, okay.
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 Oh, God.
Fine. Anyway.
Anyhow.
Hey, you know what's one of my favorite moments?
What up?
When West got to hug Dis.
That was a good moment.
That was a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another favorite moment of mine is the fact that this campaign was like the best thing to ever happen to me, and now I have so many cool friends.
Oh.
Who's
Agreed.
those cool friends you talking about?
You're my eye wolf. I swear to God.
My favorite
Oh.
moment.
Yes.
Also, okay.
Barroom fights.
Barroom fight was
The
good.
barroom fights, yeah.
That was
Mhm.
good.
Reefer and a spider.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
the
God.
Exterminator, yes. The 1v1 Reaper Spider.
Yeah, that was good.
And the time on the ship.
Which one? Because there was many moments on the ship.
The one where the Kraken attacked.
Oh, dear God, the
Oh,
Kraken!
That was-
I think I blocked that from my memory because that
Yeah.
was
I
traumatizing.
swear to God.
Like
That
that
was the most frustrating fight for me.
Yeah, like I think 3 of you guys literally had to use an inspiration point just to stay
Yeah.
alive.
That
Yeah.
was a really
Yeah, and
frustrating fight.
And beginning of the match, Ragnar's in the water.
Yep.
Which I planned ahead. I made Ragnar make what's that called again?
It's
That
the cloak of the
cloak?
Manta Ray.
Yeah, the Manta Ray cloak, which I did plan ahead, but as soon as it happened, I immediately fell in the water. It was like, well, at least I have this rayless
Good
cloak.
for you, Ragnar.
Oh yeah, that was a one of those like let's roll in the DMG and see what happens. Random encounter fights. I was like, oh, I'm doing it now. Like, go on Etsy. I'm buying many now.
I won't lie.
Uh-huh.
No, because another moment, as stressful as it was, and because I was just like, the group in the Wizard Tower.
Oh, that wizard tower.
Yeah, that Wizard Tower was
When
not
I
funny.
realized the goof that I made,
Yeah.
I was like, shit. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I was just like, she wouldn't know any better, or you would not have known any better.
Yeah, it sucks when the group gets split.
Yeah.
Oh, that and lock picking the door.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Carabao would have died.
DC
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, because it would have taken all your HP and then continued going forward and draining HP. Like unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that would have been a death for Carabao because then your healer is stuck inside the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like DC 25, 26. Like, oh my god. Good.
Oh,
Because you weren't supposed to go in that direction, and that seal was there because the aboleths could reach up into the tower from that location.
Oh, shit.
That was why the Beholder had that death trap underneath the tower where the aboleths could reach.
Interesting. Okay, overall, Jesus, what level were we actually supposed to go to the Wizard Tower? Like, what were you expecting us to do to, like, go back to that, I guess?
So I wasn't first. the thing is, the tower is supposed to defend against all the things that the Beholder is paranoid of.
Mhm.
And this tower is literally just there as a facade so it can watch over people and just watch Krovasa and be like, why are all these lines and all these events leading here? Like, the Beholder is, I'm literally mapping out all these things, and I know there's going to be a big event here. What is it? But it's also a very paranoid creature, and there's aboleths that literally live underneath the mountains, so let's protect against those, and let's protect against these wizards, let's protect against these things. The only real thing that, like, was, if you guys had ventured there, which you didn't have to, was just like a side mission. Apparently, Sacred World side missions become really, really deadly.
Whoopsies.
Hence the fire giants, which I did not expect to be so hard, but it's, oh god, that was a
God.
I have notes on the fire giant, but that's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that.
I mean, the only thing was face the spell book, which I thought was a cool idea, just cold monster, and then gather information that the Beholder is literally trying to piece together what's happening. And that was the first, like, big clue to saying there is literally a mastermind behind everything that's happening. There is a reason that book fell from heaven.
Hey guys, I realized we never figured out what to do with the book.
It's a yeah.
Oh,
What about it?
Yeah, what
we
about
should
that
have
book?
just left. We should have just left the book in the library or something. It's a
I say-
that's where we're supposed
That's actually not a bad
Bury
idea.
it. Bury it in the
Back to
woods.
the library.
So, unfortunately, that book is somewhere now, and it's canon,
Uh-oh.
and
Oh,
it's
no.
not where you guys want it to be.
Yes, nice.
Because the last
I'm
person
still
who had it
waiting for
has to go
repercussion.
home now.
Here's a question
Yes.
Yeah.
for everybody. And when we get back together again, start our venture again, how many people are keeping their characters and how many are changing their characters?
Keeping.
See, that's the thing. Depending on what the mission is, I may be switching out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would really. So here's the thing: if you're switching out characters, then you won't have a chronicle,
Oh, okay, never mind then.
because that's the whole point of this.
But what if it's in someone else's chronicle?
Then we'll talk about it, because you
Okay.
guys are pretty much writing it. The whole point of doing the chronicles is I want you to have your unended story or whatever arc or whatever thing that you wanted to happen, like, or go through. Those things that weren't done, because the sad truth is it's a 3-year-long campaign with party members that were never the original party members. We've had 11 PCs, and the story has been changed and muddled here and there because to fit these reasons of, like, real life problems, that's like, I know that these things did not get answered, and these things should have been explored at different parts of the campaign, but we need to close it so now I can focus on them. So, like, if you want to bring Joe Bob into this, it's like, well, Joe Bob wasn't part of the original crew. That's my thought of the Chronicles.
Okay,
But if it, like,
so-
relates to somebody, then yeah, we can talk about it. And I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, if you're bringing in a new character to have a completely new arc that has nothing to do with Sacred World, there is a chance that I will say no to that. But if it relates to the story, then yeah, let's talk about it.
Oh no,
Right.
like
So I have a question.
Yes.
So I basically have 3 choices on who's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Would all 3, each one of those have a chronicle?
Is there a story that you want told with one of them? That's the question. Do you have something that has been left unsaid between Rognarv, with Reefer, Orc Death, or with Oleg?
I think Oleg's pretty much, by him closing the chapter with the Assassin's Group, he's got nothing, and he's ready to move on with his life. So I wouldn't mind bringing somebody else in, even if that means they wouldn't get a chronicle. Would that upset the balance of the game?
Yeah, I mean, Well, I mean, we can talk about it and see
Okay.
like what do you want to do with that? Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. When I was saying that I was talking about switching characters, I wasn't talking about bringing in a completely like new character. It would just be to like bring back Aurea for someone else's.
I think that's great. Aurea, like understanding why she came to this material world.
Orca.
Yeah, Orca has. I can think of a couple things with his axe that probably need solving.
You know, there's also another mission that we should do. The escape of Carabao to.
Yeah, we're busting his ass out of heaven.
I mean,
Bust his ass out. Let's do
I'll
it.
just be like, give me a couple more levels and I can do it.
you guys are level 15 now. You've entered the realm of demigods, so like, I mean, that's not technically out of the
Addie would
question.
not be okay with that. That would be
That's okay,
bad
Addie. You
time.
can stay. You can have a nice little vacation in the cottage with
And
Cole.
that's what these
You
things
know,
are
start an
cool
herb
for.
garden.
Like, it can literally be like, we're busting Carabao out of heaven, right? And it can be like,
What?
I know that we shouldn't talk Cole into this or Addie because they won't be down for it, but I did find this guy, he is shady, and he's just the right person for the job. And
No,
Hello, it is me.
you have a one-shot game. So, like, that one-shot character won't have a chronicle, but they will be part of the story. Like, if that makes sense.
No,
I mean, I may not be a cleric, but you know, I could read a few books. How hard can it be?
I didn't get my medical license revoked for nothing.
I think this is like the little idea, basically, like, oh no, another book or a scroll fell from heaven, and West picked it up. For some reason, it landed like maybe 10 feet, maybe 20 feet away from West.
West on the head. Let's be real.
And then he looks at it like this is kind of familiar. Why does it looks like Carabao's handwriting? So he shows it to somebody he trusts, and then he says, "Please bust me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore."
This place fucking blows. Get me out.
Dude, I can't steal anything. This sucks.
They won't let me yell penis in the church.
That was another good moment.
Wes is like, we gotta go. We gotta go right
The
now.
entire time that they were doing
That
was just
good.
Karamaga overall.
I
Just
love-
them playing the penis.
The entirety of Karamaga's arc was just so fucking hilarious.
The
Simpler times.
the time that you left the rogue and the barbarian just by themselves.
Actually, I have a moment I would like to discuss. When somebody came to collect on Carabao's bounty because he was a wanted criminal, and he thought that this was going to be it for him, so he left a note for the party in the wagon, but the note was written in Thieves' Cant, and none of us knew fucking Thieves' Cant, Carabao!
Hey,
Let alone your best friend can't fucking read!
hey, Carabao is a wise man, but he's a dumbass. Okay.
It's okay. I will say that for Carabao and West, this is I recently saw a TikTok on this. Basically, it's the whole concept of you have two characters that are separately fairly intelligent. Bring them together, the intelligence straight up cancels out, and they're fucking stupid. That is them.
You mean when they were fighting Big Boss and they were like, "We need a fuse"?
Kawa West.
Kawa West.
And that's when the brain cell left forever.
And then Lynn's over
The
here in
mushroom
Kentucky, like, what is this?
I was about to say, Alistair bends down like, "Ooh, look, a rock," and it just misses him.
No, I thought of another moment because Vic had to draw it while it was going on. It was when Aurea was learning Wild Shape and found this card. And Aurea's like, you know what? I'll turn into a horse for this, but she's such a low-level druid. She's not going to get the face right on this horse. And Vic's sitting there listening to this, and then all of a sudden I see him just pull out his sketchbook and start sketching, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
The downside to me playing in your D&D games is the fact I will draw random stuff.
The horse with the people teeth.
I'm sorry that Aurea...
was so
I mean, it makes sense for Aurea to not be able to get any other face correctly because she's so used to being an elephant woman.
Oh,
That's why
also
we changed it
hilarious.
to a mouse. It's an elephant.
there's a moment that hasn't been spoken of yet.
Yes.
The
Yes.
hill giant fight.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
I think that one's been brought up.
I actually talked about that. I talked about that one at a TikTok because somebody was like, "Tell us about a time that you did something so fucking stupid it actually worked." And I was like, "Well, let me tell you about the time."
yeah, I remember.
God.
You rolling that
we
natural
threw
20.
the rogue. We threw the rogue at the hill giant. with
The one
Magnus
time that I
Power.
rolled a natural 20 that fucking counted.
Jesus, how much did you regret giving us that bag of devouring?
I didn't at all. You have the bag, and I felt there was a little bit of like, what's wrong with the bag? There's absolutely nothing wrong with the bag. It's a bag of holding. No. What's wrong with the bag?
My danger senses went off with that one. I was like, "Oh no,
Just a bag.
no, it's not."
Nah, bitch. This. I have no
It's just a
suspicion. There's just something wrong with, like, nothing to base this suspicion on, but that bag is a bunch of bullshit. And I'm like, the behind the screen, like, how did they? All I said was a bag of holding. How did they figure this out? Straight face. There's nothing wrong with the bag.
The fact you kept repeating yourself is what made me suspicious.
Yeah.
It's like you find a magic
I
item.
also
What's wrong
remember
with?
another moment.
What's up? Sorry.
I also remember another moment when
Yeah.
Orc Death roasted that hill giant.
Oh yes.
Power.
That's when Orcted's culinary skills bloomed.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. Yes, it
Man,
did.
Orcdeath should have taken the chef feat.
Yes. Yeah, see, you should take the chef. Oh man.
He is not only a master of ales, but also a master of.
I think the Orcdeath should just open his own tavern or something.
Was like,
That's
what are you
probably who's
serving?
going to have to come back.
What's the special today? Or death a hill giant?
It's
Like
soaked
what?
in exquisite ale, tasty. Has mixed the meat fall off the bone into the bowl of ale.
Oh.
I'm still sad I didn't get paid. Orc Death.
Hey, he
So
laughed.
mad about that.
Hey,
He
hey,
laughed.
you may have not been paid a few gold, but you have been paid in a lifetime of a loving, happy relationship. You're welcome, Cole.
Experiences. that will always
You've been paid an experience!
Oh my god.
Wow.
may not keep you fed, but it'll keep you warm.
I mean, now it will, for sure.
The thing every
Shut
artist
up.
wants. Oh fuck.
Oh, Jesus, I have only one thing to say.
Yeah, what up?
Your face last game when Cole said
I-
the one thing.
I'm
What
delighted.
What thing?
Oh, when he was talking about wanting to, raise a family and a name that he really, really
Oh,
liked.
yeah.
Your face.
That was amazing.
Like,
I love that. Thank
what?
you.
I mean, I know we talked about this and this makes sense. Oh, of course. Because Rise of Tiamat and Sacred World are technically in the same universe. So
Technically.
like all these characters can like bounce back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
will
makes
never
sense.
say. I will never say Grayson is in the Sacred World universe. For the
He
life
is
of
somewhere.
me.
He is
No, he's
somewhere.
not.
Searching. Looking. Waiting.
He's behind a bush.
He's
Where you
like,
at?
I
Where's he at? Where's that large devil man? Where is he?
It's like
That's
I
the-
recognize
that's
those
the
titties, but why is he not red?
Oh my god.
Okay, Jesus, do you know? You know, we had like the whole like the tavern AU where we kind of like did an offshoot where we bring the characters in and like
Yeah.
have them role play the situations.
Yeah.
Did Vic ever tell you how he got West or Dis out of West in the tavern?
No, actually, he never did.
Would you like
No.
to explain, Vic?
Please, with
How
that
dare
laugh,
you call me
everybody.
out? Oh, fuck.
God.
So,
Were any
Context,
services?
I guess.
Were any services done exchange for a couple gold
No.
pieces?
no. Dis left West on his own accord. Full disclosure.
Forcefully.
For-
Very forcefully.
West almost died, but it's fine.
On his own forcefully.
Yeah, as Dis does.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm ready.
because like Lynn and I were just like curious to see how they would play together as their canon selves outside of like, because we originally it came together because of a high school AU we role played in, and then like Lynn and I were curious, we're like, how would they act as their actual like canon selves with full trauma backstories and all this bullshit, instead of just being dumb teenagers in high school? Let's find out. And so, trying to think how to explain this. You brought Grayson in, and then I think I had it to where no, Grayson wasn't in there yet. I think Dis was just like, you know what? I'm fucking sick of this shit. I'm leaving.
It was in West's head.
He's in West's head. He's like, I'm leaving, and so he just out of pure spite and just wanting to do it, because once his mind is on it, you literally cannot fucking stop him.
Yeah.
Just made a fucking doorway out of wherever the fuck he was and just into the tavern.
He smashed it.
He literally smashed a hole through a dimension and just showed up.
I thought Grayson was in the tavern, and then Dis was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And then smashed his way out.
Yeah, I think what? I can't remember how it happened. I can't remember if Grayson came after or Dis did. Context. Oh. Anyway.
I think Grayson always will come first.
Oh, fuck, my stomach hurts.
Hey guys, this is
Sure.
the after hours conversation. This is the shit you guys usually don't hear.
Welcome to Divide and Conquer After Hours.
It is 8 o'clock. It is after
It is.
hours.
Yes, it's very true.
It's 9:00 for me. Does that count? It's 9:30.
Yes, that does count, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, yes, anyway, he just smashed his way out. This context just keeps getting worse.
You're the one that's making it so worse.
Shut the fuck up! I don't know how to talk, okay?
So,
English is barely my first language.
so this smash through West, like we all want, and
Yeah.
here in front of Grayson. Got it.
God.
Beeline.
Just
Be love.
no,
And
I think he beelined for the bar because he's like, I need a real fucking drink.
What happened was
What had happened?
offered to buy Grayson a drink, and he said, "Is that all I am to you?" And he's like, "Sorry, I didn't mean it like that." And then they sat down and had a lovely dinner.
Oh,
And
And
played
then they
chess.
played chess. Yes.
okay, that's cute. All right.
It was very
I think
cute.
the first. I think what it was like when he saw Grayson. I think he felt bad because he kind of objectified him in the moment, but it was like in the sense of that dude's got some really long fucking legs.
Because this would objectify, but if you're like, yo, bro, that you cross the line, he'd be like, I'm sorry. I have had many judgments placed upon me just because I am one of the 7 rulers of hell. I understand. I used to be an angel that actually saved all of existence, but I get the negative feedback. I'm sorry. Now can I smash?
they did not smash. They were just friends first. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then Dis got pulled to hell, and then Grayson went with him because of
And that was their
teleportation.
first date.
That was their first date.
That's adorable.
Surviving hell.
That's cute. That's really cute.
And Grayson almost died.
Of course. Of course.
I mean, as you do in hell, you know.
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah. Oh, like it's just crazy. Like, Sick World has all of these spin-off universes.
Yeah.
It's
All because
crazy.
somebody decided to DM me and go, hey, can I draw West in a pinup pose?
And you said, okay.
I did.
Oh man.
And then we have been obnoxious ever since.
Correct.
Perfect.
And now we have our own show.
Yeah, that's
Da-da-da-da-da.
We got so obnoxious, we made our own show.
Good. All right. Let's do this one, which I'm very interested in, because we talked a lot about roleplay stuff and a lot about story mechanics. I want to know what your favorite fight was. What was your favorite combat situation?
Favorite fight?
Yeah.
Favorite fight?
Okay.
I don't like
That's
fights.
between a couple. That's
The Hill
between a
Giant.
couple.
That hill giant though.
No. What I actually really like the not really like favorite fight, but what happened on that fight is what I
Yeah, of
like.
course. Yeah. Well,
Is
that's why
on
you
the
like it.
on
Sure.
the
Yeah, exactly.
on that mushroom cave thing when
Oh,
Kyle
Yes.
West was born.
Cal West
yes.
was born in that moment.
The fight against that odd scorpion guy that can also somehow command mushrooms. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And then
The Scorpion King.
just the elf is supposed to be the one that has that can't be charmed easily.
and that you
every
can't be
time
charmed,
there-
but drugs, on the other hand.
Yeah.
every
ain't
time
magical.
there's a charm effect, Carabao gets affected. Like what the hell?
Mushroom dance.
Mushroom dance.
Whatever could it mean?
It
I mean,
means
he met some good friends over there named Mac. Everybody was named Mac the whole
Like,
time.
I'm
yeah,
gonna,
everybody's
I'm
named
gonna
Mac.
have to find out how Mac can come in Age of Maya because Mac is very important to me. They're dear to
Yeah.
my heart.
I feel like after that moment, they just kind of take on the name Mac, and then they just become this entity known as Mac.
It was like as I
Andy
was
needs to be
writing
brought to
that,
that cave.
I just finished watching the Uzis for like the 100th time, and I'm like, man, what oomph should I give them? And it was like, the entire mushroom colony is just another kid dancing in the Uzis, sorry. Like, all right, cool, let's do that. And then they all had a terrible accent. Perfect. Terrible accents make the best characters.
I'm not a fan of fighting, but I do have a fight that I really liked, and that
Yeah,
was the
what's up?
one where Addie chased after Ariel, was going to kill him.
Oh
yeah, the whole fight where Ariel ended up with a dagger in his ass, that was funny.
I love how Oleg was just like, just to make sure, dagger in ass. Like, I don't know, gotta make sure.
That was Ariel's high point.
Yep.
I have a couple actually.
Yeah, what's up?
One was the first time fighting the hags in Krabasa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fight.
That was a fight.
Oh, I do want you to note the same ritual that you technically did stop. They were testing it out in Karamanga. They needed the heart of someone.
I figured that.
And it was like someone who is pure and then got twisted or hurt. And they use it to summon that greater elemental. And that would not be enough for this state. That's why they needed Jamal's heart, because someone as strong as a dragon would have the energy to perform the ritual. But
yeah, no, it was killing that green hag with just like the exact HP.
Yeah, Oria did that a couple of times.
Oria is
Him
very
and the Blue
scary.
Dragon,
A
that
lot
was
of
the two.
times. Oria did that a lot of times. Just
Oria's very
exactly
scary.
the XP.
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
There's
that
another-
fight on that fight that was in stream also. That session 0 of Carabao West and Oria, where we
Oh.
almost killed the hag.
Yeah.
You were
Oh,
like,
yeah,
If
we
you
almost
guys
almost
were
killed
to
the hag.
have
That was an
killed the
important-
sea hag, I'd have been
that
like,
was an
wow.
important.
Yeah. And I told you, like, whatever you guys do here is going to affect the campaign. And that you almost killed that sea hag. And I've been like, oh my god, that would have completely changed the coven.
It would have also changed it too if he were to have killed the green hag, huh?
Yeah, it would have. There's also technically in like the back of my head, there is another coven that two bros who kind of left in the middle of the night took care of, but you guys never went further far south enough to actually like interact with that. There's an entire like thing, like if you guys were to go further down south into the jungles, which there was a couple of story beats that could have led there, and you would have been into like Dino Lands. You guys could have re-met with Reefer and Orky and like saw that they literally killed the Coven of Hags that were doing some
shit.
ritual. they probably wouldn't have known what was happening. They were just like, "You're pissing us off, so like we're gonna chop off your heads," because
Yeah, here it existing, and you piss us off. So goodbye.
yeah. And like that lays into the first campaign, the Holy Thunder. There was a specific yellow stone that, if manipulated, had like tremendous force damage that could be used, especially with projectiles. That stone was discovered by the Gorilla King, which it lives within those jungles. That same stone is what Soon used to have the altar to Lamashtu that was custom built for the hags to summon the vessel.
Stupid Steam.
Is that the entire reason why, when we were in Fangwood, why those I can't remember the names of them, but those things were trying to get to the stone?
Yes.
Yeah, the Thunderstone thing.
They needed those were the Night Hag was controlling the Yeet Hounds into trying to get them. They were doing a job. At the same time, there was a side plot that was they needed to pacify all the threats. Every great giant, some because it's just so much, right? But some were pacified. You guys heard like in the Fire Giant's tower that one of the great Frost Titan kings up in the north was pacified by having an ancestral weapon given to him, so he called off war. The greatest threat of the storm giant was pacified by just watching the great dragon pass away. The fire giant went further down because it was discovering all these things. It's like, I need to like defend myself and the little people that I have. The dragons were being killed off here or there, or it was just their time to go. There was a great red dragon in those forests that was trapped within the Shadowfell. The blue dragon, you guys walked upon its corpse. That little blue dragon that you guys fought off. It was essentially orphaned because of just all the manipulation that Asmodeus manipulating the hags to try to bring Lamashtu back. That was doing all these things. So the big moral one was the black dragon, and since you guys did kill it, that was another, like, this was Asmodeus manipulating y'all into a specific situation where, go take care of this for me. And with all these great threats out of the way, the hags continue doing what they were doing. But yeah, that's what up?
I'm sorry. I got a question I'm going to send you, actually, because I don't want to say this one out loud.
Oh, wow. The secret DMs keep on going, apparently, after campaign.
Because I don't know if this one's actually going to come into play again, honestly.
So that is very important. Because, and I can talk about it, that's fine. So what was the reason for, and this is a conversation that me and Tabitha had kind of the background, so I don't know if a lot of people, the audience, found that about that, which here it is.
I think it was
Cole was told by Asmodeus to steal the astral fire that the Tyrant had. The Tyrant had this material component because he knew it was important. They knew it was important for some part of the ritual. Well, the Night Hag was the one that grabbed the astral fire back, and it was used as a component. The reason why the astral fire is very important is something you figure out in the Age of Maya.
Okay.
But you know that the astral sea is very important in that campaign.
Oh, well, shit.
Yes, champ. Thank you for that inclusion.
Purchase that we will never get to use. Sad face.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right, quick. Let's go on. Let's all become astral pirates.
That could legitimately become a thing for like an arc. You guys will probably have to become astral pirates. No joke.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
So, with the
one more. Sorry.
Yes. What up?
Oh gosh.
I was gonna say with the 20 minutes we had left. Give me your conspiracy theories. Oh, did you actually type it, or you're typing it right now?
I'm typing it.
Okay. So after I answer this question, I really want to hear y'all's conspiracy theories, because I've had quite a few of the players send me conspiracy theories of like, this is what I think is happening, this is what I think is going to happen, and some of those have not been answered at all, nor have we touched it in any way during this podcast. So if you have those, I'm really interested in hearing it, especially anyone that's hearing in the audience. Let me see.
Well, what I sent you is basically the entire reason why Cole was supposed to stay with
you
the
needed to keep him. So, here's another thing, and I don't think this is terrible. People might think terribly of Cole now, but I don't think it's terrible to say.
What?
Daddy Double told Cole to keep this inside Wes's head. You're not allowed to have Wes die. If Wes died, this goes back. He's a devil prince, like he's a king. He would go back to his hell. The reason why is because Asmodeo needs this out of the way, because this will do something about it.
Oh.
He's a real go-getter.
This was he's a real go-getter.
Oh gosh.
When you found Diz, he was in a state of pure depression because his older brother kept him that way, so he would be pacified.
Oh man.
If this gets involved, he probably will do something about it, and it will ruin Asmodeus' plans. So Asmodeus needs to keep everything perfectly aligned to make sure that happens. Hence, the Baba of the group, go make sure this doesn't happen. Keep him alive. And now that everything's set and everything has been done, what is Asmodeus' great plan? You'll have to find out at Age of Maya. But now that everything was done,
Boy.
he's like, you've done your job. You can do whatever you want now. If this goes back to hell, fine. If this never goes back to hell, fine. Everything has been said and laid according to, so everything's going to continue moving forward as Asmodeus wanted to. So you guys did a great job.
I have a really dumb visual for that.
What's up?
This is like, okay, so Asmodeus asking for Cole to keep Dis in West. It's like akin to, your siblings, and you tell your one sibling to stay out of your room until you're done building with your mega blocks, because you know for a fact they're going to just come and kick them over like fucking assholes.
So this is
touch my fucking Lego set, Dis.
Don't touch my Legos.
Dis, don't touch my fucking Legos.
God.
I mean, he would.
He absolutely would. He'd be like, what the fuck is this? And he just knocks it over.
Yeah.
Wow, this took you 5 hours to put together? That's really impressive. Kicks over.
Lynn, do you want me to answer that?
It took me 1 second to destroy it.
Hold on, I'm following up.
Okay.
I love how everybody's doing secret DMs now.
Yeah,
As is the tradition in this fucking campaign.
There's so much you could... Okay, alright.
You can pick either one.
Yo, give me 2 seconds because someone opened the door outside. Let me take care of that. I'll be back in a minute.
It's Dis coming to knock over your Legos.
Yeah, Dis came to knock over my Legos. I swear to God. Go back a second, guys.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Now we gotta keep the show running without Jesus. We are unsupervised right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh
We're
no.
dogs without horses.
We're dogs without horses. Anything can happen. Alright, so let's start let's start discussing our 50K disgraced fanfiction that we have carefully orchestrated.
We've been literally writing it for like 3 years.
Oh my god.
2 years? Almost 3 years?
Almost 3 years. No, I love that. Also, I need you to know I'm drawing West's titties right now. It's an important thing for you to know.
Craig's not interested unless they're red.
Okay, I'll quickly color them red.
He's like, they're not the same.
Not the same. Okay, so I was gonna send you a TikTok today that was it's like, have you ever seen a boulder rolling down into a pool of lava? And I was gonna send that to you, and I was gonna be like, that's Grayson going to seek out Dis's titties and just sinking into
I
them.
think I came in the right part because all I heard was like I was summoned. Yes. So hey, first of all, Addie, sorry. Hey, Lynn, to your second question,
Yes.
does
Yes, the second one.
does this person give Adding Cole his blessing? Technically, they don't care.
Cool.
Uh,
That's all that matters.
they don't care, and it's kind of like you did something nice. Here you go.
It's a reward. Have fun.
Yeah.
It's like a reward.
Please.
The first one I can answer it honestly and like canon lore wise, or I could give you a dick answer.
No.
I mean, it's whatever you want.
All right.
Because we discussed it a little bit.
Yeah, we did. So is Asmodeus really Cole's dad? Well,
Wow, how shocking.
Technically, Asmodeus is also Ariel's dad.
Yeah.
Asmodeus is Dis's dad. Asmodeus
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
lot of people's dads. So yes.
He's like Zeus.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that too.
I have words about that.
It's more like maybe change the word dad to brother. That might be more correct. As Asmodeus was the first.
Common ancestor, you mean?
Yeah, no, like Ariel literally carries Asmodeus' blood in his veins, and so does every angel in heaven, and most of the creatures in the material world, unless you are an apparition, an ooze, or a god, you probably do not carry his blood.
So he's everybody's daddy.
Yeah, there's some lores that I'm like omitting, like technically elves are angels too if you really think about it, and orcs are from outer space, so they won't count. And
That's my favorite fucking lore.
Yeah, and dwarves are just rocks, and gnomes are just gems. So like when you look into that odd cosmology, a lot of things don't carry Asmodeus. But a lot of things also attribute Asmodeus as to, like, the fallacy of the first mover is what I use. Asmodeus was the first mover. But what came before the first mover? Asmodeus was it. So, like, we're not going to, like, religious ethics. We're playing a game here. So, Asmodeus. And if anyone understood what that meant, cool. Congratulations on passing one philosophy.
And that kind of like answered the other question, so we don't have to talk about that one.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Nothing.
Wow.
Secret questions.
Why?
God damn it.
Secret
No, what?
question.
Keep it within yourselves then.
Yeah, whatever.
I think you can pretty much blame Ass Daddy on everything.
Ass
Daddy.
I'm
gonna call him that from now on. Thank you.
Ass Daddy. And just so everyone knows, I probably would picture Asmodeus as a they, just to get
Valid.
that. Just
Have you shown him Kooks' art of Asmodeus?
I probably should.
Do it.
Please
That's
do.
probably my favorite like artist interpretation of Asmodeus. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's very
a
nice.
couple of yeah, shout out to them because their art is beautiful.
Some gorgeous art.
Cool. Give me them conspiracy theories. I need them.
Okay.
Oh, we have
Okay.
we has a
In chat.
yeah.
When you thought you were playing Sacred Worlds and it's actually Secret Worlds.
There's so many secrets in this campaign. Everybody's like constantly like secretly DMing each other and
Yes,
sending
100%.
their, like secret conversations with the DM, and Wes is just over here fucking vibing. Ragnar is just being a good father to his children.
I will let you know that like this is the first time I ever used Asmodeus as the big baddie, and like how Asmodeus would be the big baddie is you don't know that it's Asmodeus. That's the only way. Like they don't need to be a step ahead of the party. They need to be a millennia ahead of the party. Like
So speaking of speaking of conspiracy theories,
Yes.
I have one, and I've had this one brewing for like maybe a few weeks.
Yeah, give me.
Because I was like really thinking about it. Yes, thank you, sir, for your contribution.
Champ, do you also have
So,
a conspiracy theory? What's up?
I had a conspiracy
Speaking
theory.
of which, they finished one.
Oh, that's a nice one. So I had a conspiracy theory for about a couple weeks now that that T the Wise was secretly Asmodeus.
I have been told that by somebody else, and to be honest, no.
Game because I was like, I think it's this.
T is not Asmodeus. T is just.
But it's a perfect cover.
It would be.
Because he's always everywhere. He's showing up whenever is convenient. He's doling out fancy items to people. He has all of the tea because that is Asmodeus. He has all the tea.
Yes.
And
all the knowledge.
So and the moniker T the Wise. That's just him being funny.
And he was always protecting Kaizen.
He was, yeah.
They are friends.
Yeah,
yes.
they are friends. Yes. I mean, to be frank, the person who gave Kaizen the wine that was just part of blood that made it go night night was Ass Daddy.
Ass Daddy.
No, I mean, both of them are individuals who love asses, but no, T is not Asmodeus.
They also like to dress nice.
Yeah, they both love to dress nice. That's
yes.
true. T the Wise stemmed from my first character ever in D&D. It was a gnome called Doomby.
Doomby. I love Doomby.
Doomby was this 45-pound rogue who I had the character essentially just died because like I had to start working nights and I could no longer play D&D. And I wanted to bring him back as like a little homage, but he was very stoic and not the most interesting character. So then I'm like, okay, well, T, the reason why T has an acorn is because my best bro, who also doesn't play D&D anymore, who I don't know if I should call him that because he's not replied to my messages lately. I feel hurt.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. One of my like really good friends from school, he and I both made we started playing D&D at the same time. And I made a gnome rogue, and he made a halfling monk, and we were like this horrible, stupid duo that just did more harm than good. And he brought them together as an homage selling magical items. But his halfling, Cade, was mute, so he didn't speak. And my character was very stoic, so it was very boring when I used to introduce him to like other campaigns. So I'm like, oh, who's making these magical items? Is this rogue and this monk have? Because it doesn't make sense for them to have magical items. They need an artificer. So I made Doomby have a cousin named T, who was the exact opposite of both of those. And that was so muddled that I'm like, let's just make T be the star of everything because T deserves it because he's so fabulous. He needs to be there. That's how T came to exist in the world. I never even once thought of the Asmodeus thing. That makes total sense, but no, I can't take credit for even thinking of that because
you're just like, God damn it!
Like missed opportunity for sure.
Oh man, what was some other conspiracy theories we had? Didn't we have one about Samantha at one point?
Yeah,
we thought she was a hag. I think
Samantha was the night hag.
No, Samantha could have been a great
was.
night hag, but and Samantha would have been a good choice. And I thought about what if, right? But it's like no, because that's just I wouldn't say too obvious, but it was poor Chaddington.
Oh, Chad.
Yeah. I have a question.
I can't do that to that boy. What's up?
I have another question, actually.
Yeah.
What would have happened if the hags were to have gotten the book?
Oh, God.
If the hags gotten the book?
Yeah.
They would have gone to the plane of existence where Lamashu actually is residing in. probably that would. There's two things. One, that's it, done. No threats. But that's not Asmodeus' plan. Asmodeus needs the book to be in the material world.
But now it's not.
No, it's not, because it's been done with. How many... And this is... the other plan would have been like, that's not fun. So, the other idea was, well, Lamashtu comes early. Level 13 characters, go fight a god. That would have been it. Because, like, there needs to be the sense of a consequence to the quote-unquote failure of the group. But, like, as me, the person who's writing it, it'd probably just been, she would have been happy to have the love letter that the person that they love the most, like they're meant to be together and was torn away. And that's what Asmodeus wants everyone to know. Heaven doesn't want this to be a thing. The powers that be are specifically keeping these things separate and unknown. What did you guys do? Traveled the world and had many world-ending events be halted. People are going to notice. People are going to talk about it. The book has been in many people's hands. Many people still curious about it. That was all that Asmodeus wanted. Go spread the message that the place that I helped arrange, the place that I was kicked out of, and then the secondary place that I built just to save your ass, and I'm being punished for it, here's their dirty secrets. Go look for them.
Oh, damn.
I have an important question.
What up?
Because we never really found out. What's the teleport spell?
Oh,
Yes!
God.
Yes! Please!
Let me open that. I can tell you all
I need
the
to know.
spells.
I need to know.
I can tell you all those spells. Where are
Oh,
you?
no.
You can look them up. I did not create this magical item. This magical item was created by, I will tell you in a second.
Oh, my God.
I believe both.
Fuck
That's
yes.
Where is?
Because I still have, like, the rest of the irony of
Adreas
which...
Fox is the person. Oh, I didn't. So Adreas Fox is the one who created this magical item. It was created in 2019. So there's a couple of things that maybe just one. Yeah, okay. Someone asked, can you please add a counter spell, but it's actually counter smell. Message was going to be massage.
I figured that one.
Mage
That's
armor
Grace's favorite spell.
yeah. Was going to be Mage Armory, which just Armira?
They missed out on Mage Armor. Amor.
That's
You
what
just
it
really
was.
love the armor.
Oh, this was like your clothes changed frequently. Amore maybe. Hold person was fold person.
No!
They would have
No!
folded and taken
It was-
damage and been
Wait,
paralyzed.
Jesus, was it Mage Armoire?
Armoire maybe, because reading is not the easiest thing for me.
Armoire.
Yeah. Speak with Dead.
Speak with the head?
No, it's probably my favorite one. It's Speak with Dad.
No!
Oh, I thought it was We Speak with Ted. It's just some dude.
No.
Speak with Ted.
And
Cole,
then
what
you
doesn't
telepathically
mean-
talk to
Hello?
your father for
My name's-
1 minute,
Hi.
no matter where they
My name's
are.
Ted. Nice to meet you.
So if Cole casted that spell,
Yes. Who would he talk
Yeah.
to?
Yeah,
Okay,
who would
so
he
here, do you want? I can like, if you really want to know Cole, and I'm only gonna answer this question if Tabitha's like that's fine. But Tabitha, I can pull down the curtain and tell you, like, who Cole's real dad is.
Oh, God.
Do you
Do
want
I
that?
want to
Do you
know
want it?
that?
Like that's a thing that makes Cole special. So I don't know if you want that revealed.
Well, so I guess for everybody, when I gave Jesus Cole's backstory, he has his mom. I told Jesus, go on ahead, go hog wild on who you think his dad would be, because I sure as shit don't know.
I was told that one. It was also like I was blindsided because it was like, so hey mom, what about dad? I'm like, you never sent me that information. What about?
Well, that's
that?
because I told you it was to your discretion. So
Yes. So when I did that, and then like I think I later, I don't know if it was a TikTok or something, where it was like I wasn't expecting that as the answer. I'm like, fuck, did I misremember someone's lore or something? And then I was like, no wait, I don't have anything. Okay, good. It's I believe Cole, you did have a slight father figure, but it was he was also a half elf. Is that correct?
yes.
Yeah. So that's not your biological father. There is
Yeah,
a
no.
biological dad.
Oh, Kaizen's like, oh my god,
She played.
she played.
She played.
Damn, girl.
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
So Ice Storm was Ick Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Gross
What was
sludges. Wish was Wash. You guys already know about Fireball. Magic Missile was Magic Rizole. Yeah,
I can't.
Rizole. You instead of shooting out magic missiles, you shot out an entire dish. Like pastry, the meats, the bread, everything. So,
Oh my
teleport was no, I take it back. Teleport is my favorite one. It's telepoot.
Telepoot.
You create a large fart that emanates in a location.
Oh,
I'm so glad I never used that.
You
man, imagine using that in a stealth situation.
Yeah. It's like I want to move it. So like if you're like I want to teleport to like I don't know, like that house over there, you don't teleport and instead of that house just hears a really loud
Yes. Jesus Christ.
you're like, what was that? And there you go.
What was that?
Oh god. I'm sorry. After the wash, Cole would have probably
Oh.
just gotten rid of the spell book. Like,
The
nope, I'm not
wash was
taking it.
great.
He just sets it down gently in the temple and it's like, you know what, I'm done. And then that's another thing for the next set of adventurers to come find. Like, oh, what a spell book! It's like Jumanji.
Oh god.
There's a couple of things in the randomized Wanderer's bag. Like you could have found the Wands of Counterspell, you could have found the Deck of Illusions, the Berserker Axe.
Oh, the Deck of Illusions would have been cool.
Deck of
Yeah.
Illusions gave me a heart attack the first time it was used in a game against me.
Yeah.
What was the key to, just out of curiosity, that Cole pulled out?
Yeah, that's right. It was just
What?
a key. It was just a key.
Oh, it was just key.
Just a key.
You could have also found a white dragon wormling, and now you have to raise it.
Oh god.
We will name him Spud.
The hell do I do with it?
But just give it to a cranky old turtle ghost. He'll be fine.
Oh god.
If you ever roll the 100, you pull nothing out of the bag, and then the bag turns inside out and goes bye bye.
That's so funny.
I love it because it's like usually 100. It's like, oh my, this is such a wondrous thing. It's like, nope, you lose it.
And then it just goes.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. That's amazing.
Okay.
It's way better than Bagman. Thank you.
Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
That's like the entirety of Cole as a person.
Shut up. You're right, though.
Like, if you were going to describe Cole in, like, a sentence, that is it. That is exactly how you describe him.
Oh man. Oh, I see a message. Let me open this.
Again with the secret messages.
Do you want me to say it out loud?
Is it a dick move me to be like, no, send it to me?
I know. I'll send to you.
Wow.
Uh,
I thought this was a podcast.
anyway, so back to our 50k disgrace fanfiction. So
We've penned a couple pages already, so
several pages.
Several. Yeah,
Several
are we
pages.
gonna have the accompanying artwork with that as well?
I mean, we can. Yeah, we like to draw. It makes us happy.
Yeah, I would.
Each arc can like center around one of the children. You know.
Yeah.
Phoebus has like a 3-parter because it's
He
like
gets a
it's at
saga.
least he gets a saga. It's like at least the length of like Enya's discography.
I still love that so much.
It's the best thing ever.
Oh boy.
Oh, Phoebus.
Oh, Phoebe.
You wouldn't have Phoebus playing in a game?
I know.
One
I
for
would
Sacred World.
without
What do you think?
Sacred World, I wouldn't have Phoebus.
That's
Or
true.
Xavier.
Where's Xavier? Oh, Xavier. He's such a good boy.
We wouldn't have the webcomic either.
Oh, don't make me think like that. Oh my goodness. No, we wouldn't.
Nope.
Art.
We wouldn't have we wouldn't have all these cool people that we know now
Yeah.
that we're friends with.
There's a lot of good bros.
I love how you all say bros now.
Yeah.
We just all say bros.
It's bros.
Wait, what?
You all just say bros now.
Yeah.
Wait, what, Jesus?
Oh, sorry if that takes away the magic. The answer to your question.
It makes sense, honestly.
Yeah.
What is it? Share with the class?
Oh my god. Losing
You
my
can say
mind.
Jesus.
Wait, what? One more time?
You can tell them.
Okay. So Cole's real dad was a one-night stand that Kaizen got with. That's what she was like.
Yeah.
It's just some dude. I mean,
Some
It's
guy.
like, who's
he
my
was
dad?
like-
And Kai's just like, oh, which one?
like I know the guy because like obviously like the dude with the horns, but like I don't want to talk about it.
Hi, can I have a Mamma Mia spinoff, please, with Kaizenflay and Cole? Thank you very much.
No. No.
That'll be one.
This is just me trying to get people to watch Mamma Mia. Thank you.
It's not gonna work.
God damn it.
Do you have a secret agenda with Mamma Mia?
No, I have a secret agenda with
know-
ABBA.
You know, it would totally work too.
It would.
Fair enough, because Cole's like, oh, me and Addie are gonna get together. It's like, well, we gotta get your dad.
Let's go find your dad. And it's just like, oh, which one? So okay, so Cole's Chronicles is gonna be he's trying to get married to Addie, and he wants his dad to be at the wedding, but we got to find out which one's his dad. And Asmodeus is just mixed in there somewhere, just because he wants to be there.
Asmodeus
Is just there.
there.
He's just
and-
like, I just want to be for the shit show, thanks.
Yeah.
I like the idea that
Yeah.
maybe secretly there was like a thing that happened between him and Kaiser. They did not last very long, obviously, but it's just one of those things where he shows up and she's like, "Get out, get the fuck out."
I can see
It's like a baby.
the wedding happening and Asmodeus is in the background, and then T's like, "I see you. Do not do anything bad. I know who you are." This is T, and Asmodeus like, "Oh shit, I didn't plan on this one. All right."
Oh fuck!
I feel like, as much as that Asmodeus plans everything, no one can plan for T. You just can't.
Yeah.
Never. You can never put. That sounds so threatening. You can never plan for T.
I do want you guys to know that for a lot of characters, I have some dialogue that are written, or like these are kind of like not a script, but someone to like go off on, right? Like oh, this will be their motives. T never. It's every word has all been improv. T's just a
That's
ball of
literally
fun and
that's
chaos.
literally me with West.
Yeah.
I have tried writing West for like full disclosure. I have tried writing West for the webcomic. I have tried writing West. I cannot pre-plan West. It doesn't work the same. I have to be literally in the moment with West, and I'm like, yep, there it is.
The
Plan scenes, and then you have to like RP them out so you know how
Yeah.
he would act.
Like West is just one of those characters that's just so off the cuff. Like I think one moment that really sticks with me is like when we were in Corvassa, we met the king. The king was being an absolute fucking douche canoe,
yeah.
and West just hated this guy. And like West like just shit talked this king, and the king was just like, "Do you want to die?" And then West just like just right off the bat just goes, "Yeah, every day, my dude."
Oh,
Everyone's just like, West?
Wes, you need help?
West, you good, buddy?
I was going to
It is
say
funny.
that my favorite part of the comic is like a little bit behind the scenes that what Lynn told me, and it's like this conversation about the I think it was sourdough was like not something that was written. It was something that really happened between you and
Yeah, it was literally just me yelling, "Fuck yes, sourdough!"
and I was like, oh, that's so like
I
that's
was like,
beautiful.
there's West, and then Lynn just writes it down. I'm just observed in the wild, and then that's how we get West.
It makes sense.
I will say it's actually funny, Jesus, how you mentioned about having things like pre-written
Yeah.
dialogue. I had that ready. I had one entire rant saved in notes for Cole in case anybody wanted to be like, oh, like when learning the truth about him, going, oh, you serve, Asmodeus, and start, listing reasons why it was bad. I had an entire counter argument ready, but no one ever took that bait.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
the only one that does that.
yeah.
Because I do the exact same thing. I have a whole thing written on why Addie does not trust immortal beings.
But yeah, I mean, it was just like, all right, oh, that's your philosophical view on the world. Okay, cool, move on. And you're like,
Cole's just like, okay.
I mean, because basically Ragnar was the first one to find out, really.
Yeah.
She was, yeah.
When Ragnar was
Ragnar
like,
and Ragnar and Addie were.
no, if that's what you're worshiping, I'm not gonna judge you with it. Like,
Hey
He
man,
doesn't
what you
even
do
know.
behind closed doors, it's your
you're not
business.
judging me for worshiping a guy with a hammer.
Addie doesn't know who Asmodeus is, so he was like, okay, whatever.
It's just some guy.
Some dude, yeah.
Some guy named Ass Daddy, I don't know. Do whatever you want on the internet, I guess.
I do know Cole was having an entire conniption when Addie was revived and just being like, oh yeah, I remember seeing the Raven Queen, and then there was this other guy there.
I love how Wes was like, okay, wait a minute. This has happened to me before.
Yes, okay, different guy.
It's like, he was wearing a shirt? Alright, don't know him.
I did love that. Like, wait a minute. Okay.
I like the idea that Dis is kind of like Superman. If he puts a shirt on, it's like, who's this guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? He wears a shirt for like some like benefit like gala going on, and Grayson's just like, where is my husband? Where did he go?
Oh man. All right, we've gone a little bit past. I will ask: is there any last remark that you want to say? Anything that's in your mind that you just like? I just need to say this. I need to get this out.
I need to say it because I've said it every time we do like a small recap on this podcast, and since this is our last one about Sacred World, I just have to ask, hey Jesus, what the fuck?
That was like the line for Sacred World.
Yeah. Hey Jesus, what the fuck?
Hey, look.
Also,
Whatever.
I need you to know, this is very important. I need you to know that I think one of the best things about Sacred World, besides the entirety of it and being a part of it, was anytime I'd be having an outside conversation about it, and I would mention my DM by name. So I'd be talking about, Jesus, and just being like, yeah, so like, and then Jesus had this thing happen, and then like this big red devil guy showed up and slapped me in the face, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't remember that in the Bible.
You're welcome.
That's-
I guess. Or sorry. I mean, yeah, I think sorry is more.
Yes.
What's everyone's characters doing for retirement?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's a hard one because I
I
never.
was going to go and have a nice little family.
He's gonna start an herb garden.
Yeah, until another DM ruins it.
Well, here's the thing: you gave me control of that, and that's your fault.
I think
We know what
I
Addie's doing
think
for retirement.
he's gonna keep doing what he's doing. Like he's just gonna keep doing his thing and dodging Raleigh the best he can. I don't know where the hell she
She's
went.
still going. She's determined. Yeah, I feel like she's determined.
Maybe
Scary.
Stands outside their window.
Ew.
the best way for Addie to hide from Raleigh is take a bath.
Yeah,
Oh, that's very
that's
true.
true. Good luck getting
Imagine-
into that.
Can you imagine? He takes a bath and all the green goes away, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Where'd he go?"
He took a bath. His green didn't come off, but we'll see
Yeah,
what
that's
happens
true.
in
He
Chronicles.
I like that. Hey, I have to ask, Ragnar.
Mhm.
What are your intentions with my sister?
What? Ragnar's intentions with your sister is to create the best smithing. Here's the thing: how I write Ragnar and romantic things, because Jesus kind of wrote it with a letter of Rifana's,
Yeah.
with a letter note in the notes. Everybody heard that one, but
Oh, yeah.
basically Ragnar was the only one really reading it. But Ragnar doesn't see any kind of this is a sad part in a way. Romantic things, it just kind of goes from one ear and out the other.
He's like, that's it, got it.
He admires Rifana's a lot because of her craft,
Aw.
and that's the end of it.
Oh,
I like that. I like that,
It's
though.
going to be after they get a house together and they have the family dog and the shop was working and they have
They can't get a family dog. Brom will get jealous.
Well,
No, there's no family dog. I'm sorry.
They
the
can't get a family dog.
It's gonna be hey, so we've been married for 4 years, and Rona's like, huh? What?
Yeah, Ragnar is
What?
we were married. When did that happen?
You forged the rings yourself. I thought this was a commission.
Well, you asked me to make a ring, so I made a ring. I thought somebody wanted it. When you gave it to me, I thought it was the thing when I gave West a ring for a component.
you all are gonna have to deal with Addie and Cole being cute.
I am excited for that. Thank you very much. I am.
I will say right now, does not have a concept of hey, don't do that in public. So have fun with that.
No.
Druid card. It travels.
I know for.
Well, West, we need to talk again.
Huh? Why?
It's more one of those.
We need to revise your Birds and the Bees.
But
Well, no,
how many birds and bees are there?
we've discussed Cole's trying to scry his mom, and Addie's walking around naked somewhere. Stop!
I'm trying to be on a phone call with my mother, and I'm trying to Skype my mom, and Addie's just like, "Oh, hey, Cole's mom." Kaizen's like, he's a nice young man.
What a nice young man.
Oh no, as far as retirement, honestly, and this is probably a very West answer, I didn't expect to make it this far.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what to do. Which is why I had West just walk into the woods and get lost, because I'm like, shit, man, I don't know.
We'll not really take over, but start working with maybe with L.
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. I think right now he just wants to take a semester abroad. Just
yeah. I mean,
just him and Dis on the road, and Dis is just like, please God, let's just go back into civilization.
I was he did take the Sheffield, so
He did. It's probably gonna happen. He just needs to find the motherfucker. West, why can't I draw your hair anymore? Oh my God, I've completely lost the ability to draw West's hair.
Oh, that sucks.
Fuck. Yeah, no, he just has to find the inspiration, I think, and just the means to consider that for himself.
The inspiration is that scroll landing maybe 10 to 15 feet away from you from heaven.
Well, exactly. I mean, he has the Heroes Feast scroll, and I think he definitely wants to put that together for all his friends. And he originally wanted to do that, but then everybody started fucking leaving the city. So he's like, "All right, I'm going." So maybe there's a chance for him to sit down and have that
true.
finally.
That's true.
So,
man. This was a good talk, guys.
it was.
I thoroughly enjoyed this.
I really can't draw West's hair anymore. God damn it.
You lost the ability.
I lost the ability to do it. I don't know. Is that how I know the campaign's over? I just can't draw West's hair anymore.
Oh no.
It's our art.
Yeah, I do just have to say.
No, my new guy does not need any attention right now.
Like, this campaign was amazing. A lot of drama, a lot of sadness sometimes, a lot of happiness, and just a lot of silly things that happened in this campaign, and all of them were amazing.
Sorry, I do want to say that the Star Wars thing that we're going to do is going to be just a little break of like silly and fun, and then when we do the Chronicles, it's going to go back to like the same horror and drama, and then whatever you guys want.
Our bread and butter.
Yeah, but when we do Age of Maya, I want to do something that I've never done before, and it's focused on sci-fi horror.
What?
Oh god, that's Vic's bread and butter.
Hello.
Yeah.
I love me some sci-fi horror.
So we're gonna focus on some of that stuff
Mm,
that I've never
I can't
get to
wait.
do. So like I'm excited, but
I am so excited for this.
yeah. Well, I guess this is wrapping it up. We went like 20 plus minutes over time, but it's
Look,
because
it's
we
worth
had a lot
it.
of- exactly. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this crazy journey that was this epic story that came to my head because I was listening to a Blind Guardian song. Appreciate it. Please.
Hey, Jesus.
Yeah, what up?
Thanks for bringing us together.
No. No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No response. I don't know how to get compliments. No, you.
Wish I wasn't 2,000 miles away.
Yeah, we just
Lynn
need to
be breaking my kneecaps right now.
We just need to grab Kentucky and like move
But,
it like.
Lynn, we've discussed this. We're getting a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, that
I
would
told
help.
you, let's do it. Like,
Yeah, we're doing it.
looked up.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. We're doing it.
A cabin or the cabin in the woods?
Yes, the cabin in the woods, because Lynn is not going to rest until my soul is in the Feywild with the original Lynn.
Hey, who told you about that? So, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing story, and thank you for helping this community grow into what it is, something that we care about and love. I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Next time.
To the initiative chair and asking a whole bunch of questions to our friends, we'll start the Star Wars game soon enough, and we'll also start some new projects here and there. Hopefully, we'll start being able to do more things in person and get back to the flow of things. Please don't forget to be kind to one another. Don't forget to love each other. See you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye.